All right, Grandpa.
Wow.
So I don't really know where I want to go with this or anything.
No, I don't know anything.
I don't really know either. But I just all the aunts and uncles asked me since this summer I have this video camera. To have you tell your life story so we can get some of these things down on video.
Okay.
So forever and ever. So I can pass them on to my kids.
All right. Well, I
And
will
say, this is the man
I'll tell
responsible
you.
for everything.
I wouldn't trade my youth and childhood for anything. I spent a lot of time on the streets with older kids, and they taught me some things, and some things I learned on my own. But God was with me, and He took care of me. And I always thought, God was going to zap me because I did a few things wrong.
What did you get called as a little kid?
Round and round. Schneetz. She called me Schneetz. For nits. They called me nits. I don't know how the hell I got the name nits.
What?
A nit is kind of a bugger. It sounds like a bug anyway. A nit.
I think it's like lice. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
what a nit. I don't know, but she talked very broken. So instead of saying neat, nit, she'd say Schneetz, Schnitz, and Schnitzy boy, she'd yell. And I'd say, Grandma, don't call me that. And everybody laughs, Oh, Schnitz. And the amazing thing about Brother Hermes and a couple of brothers, Brother George, was that they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. You know what I mean? They saw something that I couldn't see yet, but because I was a good guy. I mean, I didn't do really mean bad things. And
You just had a rough beginning.
well, whatever. But it was a good beginning, and it was one that I have no regrets. And then for the grandchildren, I really do enjoy my grandchildren. I really do enjoy my grandchildren. You're all so unique. And some of you, I pray a lot that you not stay in one church or do this or do that or, like I would do or choose to do or what's comfortable for me. But I would like each of you not to even have your father's faith or your mother's faith. You can't. You can that can be a guide or a lead, but you've got to develop your own. It's a personal relationship that you all have to find.
So
Anyway, Grandma and I got married.
How'd you ask her to marry you?
Huh?
How did you propose?
Well, believe it or not, I don't want to keep bringing up the Marine Corps, but I went on a date and I wore my dress blues, and and it was just more than she could handle. And, things got a little bit more serious that night. And I asked her to marry me. And I said, I thought about marriage, but the colonel there said, or the captain rather, he said, hey, Butz, Corporal, he said, if the Marine Corps wanted you to be married and thought you needed a wife, we'd issue you one. Well, I didn't want them to issue me one, so I wanted to pick my own.
Were you on board for Grandma's plans to have a dozen children?
Well, I never really never thought about it. When she hit me with that when we were dating, for a little extra kiss, I'd have pretty well agreed to anything. Okay, whatever you want, sweetheart. You name it, you got it. Well, that's some bullshit there, right? And and then
But it turned out to be pretty darn close to true. So if you had one piece of advice for your kids, what would it be?
just live life and enjoy it, enjoy the moment, because I'm at the age now where Tuesday, I don't look forward to Tuesday at all, but I know one little mistake in that hospital, and I don't mean to play this up now, but yeah, it could end. And do I feel bad about all the wasted time and all the moaning and bitching and complaining? And yeah, I do.
If you ever meet God, what do you expect Him to say to you?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something everybody thinks about. I hope He has a sense of humor. I really believe that the only way that none of us really deserve it, because we all fall much short of, just in our lives, and from what we potentially could be if you did 100%. But I think that's why the whole Jesus, death, and redemption thing come about, that you know, that I really believe that. So I would like to say a definite yes. Yeah, I'd like to be. And now they, you know, all this stuff about many mansions and all that. I just want to get in. I don't need to be in a. I don't need to be in the biggest mansion, you know.
So this video is probably gonna outlast you, me. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Well,
but is there anything else you want to say?
Maybe, you know, maybe nothing is taking. Maybe it's not even recording, and we're just having a private conversation.
Well, I'd be all right with that.
And I probably rattled on, and which I don't mean to, but I have a tendency to. I don't have a command of the language, but I sometimes can talk too much.